Hi, good evening and welcome to my channel, Daily Market Views by me. So we are here to prepare ourselves for tomorrow, which is Monday, September 13th. And as usual, we have a list of tickers which we are evaluating for their support, their resistance, any potential targets, candlestick breakouts, patterns, all of that. In case you have any questions for me, you can reach out to me on my Twitter account, which is Naval for you, and you can watch this recording on YouTube in my channel, Navaldeep Sikka. All right, so let's get started with the ES. So ES, first thing first, we have moved into December futures instead of September futures. So there's a discount of about 10 points in December futures. Just be mindful of that. But the numbers are still the same in terms of resistances and everything. So Friday, we had a breakdown below 4483. And once it went below 4483, and there was a close, there's a perfect test of the 34 EMA, which was 4451 in case of December futures. Now, it should be held if we have to make a bounce, because previously, anytime this thing has happened, it has happened like 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fifth thing. All the 4, 5 times, there's a bullish engulfing candle the very next day. It went down and then there's a bullish engulfing candle the very next day. But that was a bounce from the long-term trend line, which is purple here. This time we still have some scope, so it may come down somewhere around 443 or 4440 area, where if it bounces, it can bounce back. But if it bounces from here, the possibility of going down is much more. And the target is this one, 61.8, which is 4385. So right now I am negative to flat towards this market. I'm not bullish at all. The bullish will only come above 4504 area. So in my chart, I will say short anytime it comes around 4485, and stop loss will be 4504. I would even give you one more number, because this was another number where it was getting rejected multiple times during the Friday session, 4496. This should be your stop loss, and your potential target will be again 4451, 4385. And here 4440. These are the potential targets for future. And again, I'm saying when it comes around this area. Okay, so now there is still a potential for it to go up. I'm not recommending a buy, but I'm recommending a sell when it comes to this level. And stop loss is clearly defined. And in case of buy, we need to only buy above here. Stop loss will be very small, 4496, and target will be 4515 and 4530. This is totally neutral stage. There's no positive here. Triple Q had evening star and double top. This was a double top, and then it had an evening star. Right there, evening star had now a bearish engulfing, and even on the weekly, you see there's a bearish engulfing on the weekly. Now 374.50 is a very important support. If it breaks down, it can go down all the way to 369. So if we continue this, I would say weekly bearish engulfing. And I would not sell it here, but as I said, it needs to come or break below 374. So in this case, if it breaks below 374, I will go short. And look out for a target of 369 and 366. And its stop loss will come out to be this area, which is 376. The high is 376.50. Here is 376.50. So only short below this number. Do not short this. Do not short if it is above 376 or 374.50. Do not try to rush and say, oh, as I said, there is a potential possibility of a bounce. Let it bounce. Do not touch if there is a bounce. Let it bounce, reach to a level, and then we'll see if it can be shorted or not. But right now, looking at the market, I will not recommend you shorting it unless it bounces. Apple, Apple had a news on Friday and it fell very badly. Again, as I've shown you in the past, this is a long-term trend line and it gets rejected every time from here. So again, this time it was rejected. And it is making a bearish engulfing on the weekly as well. But it was more of a news-driven event. So I would like to see, again, like if you see the importance here, 34 came and closed right on the 34 EMA. That's why 12 and 34 EMA, people use 8, 21, 9. But again, if you start using your own setups and have back tested them, cleaned them up, refined them, you will see that those things work. So here 34 EMA has taken a support. If it has to bounce, it should bounce from here. And it can only be positive above 149.80 now. So I would say Apple, I need to be short anytime below 149. I'm not recommending any buys, just be careful. Buys will only come if the market has changed its trend. Stop loss will be 149.80, which was our previous target. And I'm expecting 147.50 and possible around 145, 147.50 and 145. These are potential target. And for UPST and for PLTR, we'll talk about once I'm done with this. Facebook, before Facebook, Amazon, one thing was really interesting on Amazon was it tested this support 3463. Now it is in a positive trend. It came back and it covered kind of its gap, which was between the trend lines and the candles. Now it's almost there and it bounced right off and closed above it. Now I am positive on Amazon till the moment it is holding 3463 and stop loss will be 3442. So Amazon, I am now positive by about 3463. Stop loss is 3442. Target is 3500, 3543. And most likely this week, if market has to go up, this will fill the gap. Once it fills the gap, we can revisit what happens to it. Facebook, I am positive. Facebook had the news and it's kind of consolidating here in this range. But if you see, it was a double inside and then there was a breakout. So I would expect this to continue. So only thing is it needs to break out of 381. 381 has been acting as a good resistance. It needs to move up 381 and it can be positive. So I am now positive on Facebook by above 380. Stop loss is 378. Target is 384 and 404. AMD. AMD again has tested 34 EMA. It went down below 107, tested the target of 105. Now it has support around 185, which is the long-term resistance. Plus it has a bearish engulfing. So now I would say in this case, better to go short below 105.20. So AMD inside down, now breakdown is bearish engulf and sell below 105.20. Stop loss 107.15. Target is 0085. This is the target. Snap, I am pretty positive on Snap. Snap, if you see on the weekly candles, you will see a very clear picture. It has a weekly insight. So this time, if it breaks above 77, it can break out, and 71.80 is a very, very good price to enter. So I am very bullish on Snap. Plus the 12 EMA has catched up really nicely. So there was a gap and it's kind of making a pennant on the weekly. So it's setting up for a very big move. So I'm going to be positive on Snap with a stop loss of 74.50, and which is 74.50 is the 12 EMA, and potential target is 78.48. Stop loss will be 73.50. Snap, I am bullish. 74.50, stop loss 73.69, target is 78.50. Nvidia has been consolidating, and if you see here, after a test of all-time highs, it is kind of in a zone, consolidation zone. And there were gaps between the candles and the 12 EMA. Now that has been filled, and it is making an inside there. Now, anytime it goes above 227, it can break out. If it goes below 223.57, it can break down. So if market is going towards 4485, it may be one of the stocks which can be positive. So I'm little neutral to positive on Nvidia. Here was short, but now I'm neutral to positive. Buy above 227. Target will be, stop loss will be 223.50, 230. 230 and 235, 236 area. Drafting is again like consolidating. It's trying its hard to break out above 64, but it's failing every time it's there. It's failing. So, and there's a catch up of the 12 EMA. So I think it's a good opportunity to enter around 60. If you can enter around 61, 68, make a stop loss of 60 and go long for it. It needs to break out of this 61.50. Stop loss will be 60.6. Target is 64.50 and 69. Roku is not working out. Roku is, it's not coming out properly. Roku, when you see, I always recommend to go at least 2 weeks out if the strength in the trend is good. If there is no strength, I recommend going out maybe like a month far, and instead of buying whole quantity at one time, start with half the quantity and then carry on. Wait for half the quantity for an average. So it all depends on the market strength and the sentiment which is happening. So Roku, I'm saying it has made a bearish engulfing. So I would not go long here. But if it breaks above 345, only then there's a long position. Right now, there's no support. Last time it came here, there's a consolidation. If it has to bounce, it should bounce from here, 325. So 325 area is somewhere I'll be looking for, and looking for 344. I'm neutral now. Roku 325 area. Stop loss will be 322. Target is 300 and 334 and 334 and 34480. Yes. Breakout, if we are talking about breakout, and if it crosses, like in case of DKNG, the breakout is about 6450. If it does, then you can go even long, and you can carry on adding the leftover opportunities which you have. Or if you can jump onto weeklies, you can. So breakout is really important. Tesla, I'm not bullish anymore. Tesla failed to break above 760, and it has shown that it came down, had a bearish engulfing, and 733. Anytime it goes below 733, it can go and test 709. So I'm not going to recommend any short initially, but I'm neutral. Sell below 730. Only if it goes below 733, you may need to sell it. And target will be 728 and 709. Stop loss will be 740. Shop has been, why in the 730? Because this is the Fibonacci, and previously it was trying to hold the 733 level pretty consistently. Now a break below will shatter the confidence of this and will lead it to take a support somewhere around 709 and 686. So this area, Tesla has been consolidating for a while now. So a break below this will confirm a bearish side on Tesla. So I'm looking forward for a sell if it goes below 733. Otherwise, I would like to see it goes above 760 to go long. In between, you can see the choppiness. And I will not recommend to trade in this range, within this range. Okay. Then we have Shopify. Shopify has been a great shot, and even now it's proving to be a very good setup to continuation, because it's making a bearish engulfing again. And even on the weeklies candle, you see it's kind of making a evening star, which is not a nice candlestick pattern. So anytime it breaks below now 471, it can go really, really low, 1339. So I'm just mentioning short weekly evening star. And weekly evening star is really bad. Daily is one aspect, but weekly is totally different. These levels are there. Let me just check the support. Now the support should come around here, which is 1490, 1500. It's coming around 1500. So for short, stop losses are moving on the downside, and for long, the stop losses are moving on the upside. Microsoft have been short for quite a while now, because it has failed to break out of 302, 303 area. On the weekly, it's making a evening star, but more importantly, on the daily, it has broken below its long-term trend line. It was holding up this trend line for quite a while now, but it break below now, which is a resistance line. So it might come around 293, 292 area for a bounce. So I would recommend it to short around 297. Short around, I would say near 297, and stop loss will be 299. Target is 293 to 292. Snow, I'm very much bullish. I've been recommending snow for some time, and it's outside day on Friday and break out of it. I would be a buyer uh, with a stop loss of 319. If it goes above 319, I will be a buyer with a stop loss of 316. I'm positive here. Buy above 320 and let these tickers go above these levels. Only then there's a point to enter. Target will be 325, which has been a target for it for quite a long time. If you see here, it's about 327, 26. Let me just make it precise, 327 and 343. 343 is this box area, which needs to break out. So I am pretty much positive on snow. Once it breaks 343, it will go back and test its all-time highs. Last Oracle has earnings on Monday after the close. Plus, Oracle has been consolidating very nicely in a range, in this range. Previous two time it had earnings, it had a gap down and it fell below. This time it is dodgy and dodgy on daily, back to back. So tomorrow, the play can be very interesting. If we get an opportunity to come around 87, I will be a buyer on Oracle. And from there, I'm expecting a very big move on Oracle. So if I draw my channel and go back right here to the channel and let me draw my fib extensions. The numbers are a little bit off just because I have not set them properly. I need to just check it. But yes, it's coming about there. 90, if it breaks out above 90, we're looking at 99. So I will be a buyer in Oracle around 87.63. I am positive on Oracle. Buy near 87.63. Stop loss will be 87. Target will be 90 and 99. So this is the set of tickers which I wanted to cover, and I have addressed them, all of them. So thanks for watching this video. And in case you want to reach out to me and have some questions, you can reach out to me on my Twitter account. Thank you for watching this video. I'll be back tomorrow.